Why do bikers wave at strangers like cult members? Why do we park backwards like we're preparing for a high-speed getaway? Why do we dress like armored stormtroopers when it's hot enough to fry eggs on the sidewalk? 2. Outsiders. Bikers look weird, confusing, sometimes even ridiculous. But here's the shocking truth. Every single one of these habits was bought with pain, scars, and survival lessons that outsiders will never understand. And today you're about to understand them all. Quick challenge before we dive in. Drop a comment if you've ever been confused by biker behavior. And if you're a rider, share the weirdest thing people have asked you about your bike. I'll pin the best one. If this resonates already, tap subscribe, because around here, we translate motorcycle culture without the sugarcoating. Look, motorcycling is dangerous. 1 second of inattention, one patch of gravel, one bad parking spot, then the asphalt takes its payment in skin. That's why bikers evolve habits that look bizarre to the outside world. They're not quirks. They're shields, codes, little rituals that whisper, "I want to make it home tonight." If you don't get them, you risk laughing at what you should be learning. If you ignore them, you risk paying the price in scars. So let's break down the 7 most confusing things bikers do. 1. By one end, show you the hard reason behind every single one. Number 7. The mysterious biker wave. You've seen it. 2 bikers pass each other at speed. No smiles, no small talk. Just a subtle 2-finger wave, dropped low. Outsiders ask, what was that? You don't even know that person. To us, it's sacred. It's a salute. 2 fingers down, 2 wheels down. Ride safe, brother. Don't die today. It isn't about buddy-buddy friendship. It isn't an invitation to hang out. It's a silent acknowledgement. We're both dancing with the same danger, kissing the same wind, gambling with the same odds. Some non-riders try to wave from their cars. It always looks awkward, like a kid copying a secret handshake without knowing the code. And here's the twist. Not every rider waves. Sport bike riders, cruiser riders, ADV riders, some skip it. Then the forums light up. Should you wave? Is it required? Truth, it's optional. But the ones who do are carrying a ritual older than most of the bikes on the road. There are regional variations, too. In some places, it's the low too. In others, it's a nod, a boot flick, a quick peace sign. In rain or heavy traffic, many skip the wave because a hand off the bar is a risk. No one's keeping score. Respect is the point. A new rider once told me he panicked the first week he tried to wave at everyone, even while downshifting into a corner. Nearly ran wide. Lesson learned. Ride your line first. The wave is a bonus, not a requirement. Riders watching right now, what's the strangest wave you've ever seen? Did someone return it with a honk, a headbang, or a middle finger? Drop it below, I guarantee we'll get stories. End line, it's not a wave. It's a survival spell. Number 6, parking backwards like we're planning an escape. Car drivers nose into a spot without thinking. But a motorcycle. Different game. Imagine pulling nose first into a space on a hill. You eat your burger, laugh with your buddies, then swing a leg over to leave-and. Realize you're pointed uphill with a heavy bike and no real reverse. Now, it's you, sweating bullets. Waddling backwards while a patio full of strangers watches the penguin shuffle. Every rider lives that humiliation once. Only once. After that, you always back in. But it's not just about pride. It's safety. Parking nose out gives you a clean escape path. You're visible, you're stable, you're rolling forward. No awkward backing into traffic. If a driver creeps too close to your rear wheel while you're inside, you won't return to a trap. And if someone starts acting sketchy around your bike, you're gone into seconds ignition, clutch, out. There's also traction. On sloped, oily, or cobblestone surfaces, walking a bike backward multiplies the chance of a slip. Back in while you're fresh and focused, not later when you're tired. Who doesn't get it? Why are you backing in everywhere? Paranoid. No, we've just learned that the most dangerous moments of a ride often happen at 1 mile per hour. Low speed, high consequence. Confession time. Have you ever been the rider stuck paddling backwards uphill while everyone stared? Own it in the comments. You're not alone. And after today, you won't be the sequel. End line, back in, ride out, always. Number 5. Helmet taps and secret hand signals. To outsiders, it looks like interpretive dance. A tap on the helmet, a boot pointing at the asphalt, a circle drawn in the air. To riders, that's radio without a radio. Helmet tap, cops or speed trap, a head check, your speed. Ride clean, boot, pointing to the ground, debris, gravel, pothole, a spilled strap, a dead animal, anything that wants to eat your traction. Circular motion above the head. Fuel stop, palm patting down, slow it down. Hazard or congestion. Finger flick to the lights, your headlights off. Or your high beams blinding the line behind you. Hand slicing across the throat. Stop, emergency, or pull off now. These signals exist because our world is noisy and fast, and microphones don't travel well at 70 miles an hour. They're simple by design, visible in peripheral vision, understandable in a heartbeat. Every region has its own dialect. In some countries, the helmet tap doesn't mean police. It means turn on your lights, ride. Across a border, and you'll learn the nuances quick. Why do we care so much? Because one gesture can prevent a crash. Because a rider behind you can't see the gravel you just dodged. Because you don't want your friend paying for a ticket that could have been avoided with 2 fingers to the lid. Car drivers laugh. Why are they pointing with their feet? Because our hands are busy. Because a boot is the most stable indicator when your arms are occupied with throttle and brake. It's not theater. It's triage. Riders, what's the weirdest signal you've seen? Classic helmet tap. Or does your crew have its own code? Share it below. Let's build the biggest biker dictionary in the comments. End line on 2 wheels. Silence speaks volumes. Number 4, dressing like armored ninjas in 90-degree heat. This one draws the most stares. It's 95 degrees. The sun is brutal. The world is in shorts and flip-flops. And here comes a rider. Boots, gloves, armored jacket, heavy pants. The chorus begins, they must love suffering. No, we don't dress for the ride. We dress for the slide at 30 miles per hour. Asphalt strips skin like a belt sander. At 60, it's a meat grinder. 2 seconds on your side can peel you open like fruit. Road rash isn't just ugly. It invites infection, scars, and months of regret. Sweat evaporates. Skin doesn't grow back fast. Every veteran has the story. It's just a quick trip, someone says, climbing on in shorts. The ambulance is quicker. Armor isn't fashion. It's spare skin. A decent mesh jacket with impact protectors keeps air flowing while still protecting elbows, shoulders, and back. Proper gloves keep your palms out of the cheese grater. Tall boots protect ankles that like to fold in slow tip. Riding jeans with Kevlar or aramid panels give you friction time to stand up again. If the heat is your excuse, there are solutions. Ventilated gear works. Base layers wick sweat. Light colors reflect sun. Hydration packs keep you clear-headed. Stop in the shade every hour. You can be smart and safe at the same time. Comment below. What's the hottest ride you've ever done, fully geared up? Did you regret it, or did it save you? The best lesson might be the one you never had to learn the hard way. End line. Better sweaty than shredded. Number 3, revving at stoplights for no reason to the average driver. A biker blipping the throttle at a red light screams ego. Look at me. Listen to my machine. And sometimes, yes, that's exactly what it is. But often, it's survival. Older carbureted bikes don't idle beautifully. Sit too long, and they cough, sputter, and die. Stalling in the middle of an intersection is embarrassing at best, dangerous at worst. A gentle blip keeps the engine breathing, keeps oil circulating, keeps the lights bright, and keeps the bike ready to move when the light flips. There's also visibility. A subtle bark can alert the texting driver who's drifting into your lane. We're not talking obnoxious noise, just a reminder that a human being on 2 wheels is right here. Of course, some riders abuse it. They turn a blip into a concert, and everyone suffers. The line between function and flex is thinner than a clutch cable. Be mindful of which side you're on. If you ride, be honest. Do you blip out of habit, out of need, or out of pride? Drop it in the comments. No judgment, just truth. End line. Sometimes it's flex. Sometimes it's function. Number 2, taking the long way home. Every damn time, car drivers think motorcycles are about speed and shortcuts. Wrong, if efficiency were the point. We'd all drive hatchbacks and listen to podcasts. Riding isn't about saving time. It's about living more of it. The straight, 20-minute highway to work. That's dead time. The winding 40-minute back road through trees and shadows. That's life in motion. That's where you feel weight transfer and tire whisper. That's where your brain stops rehearsing arguments and starts focusing on the now, eyes up, line in, throttle smooth. That's where an hour doesn't feel spent, tit feels invested. To outsiders, the long way is a luxury. To riders, it's medicine. It's a reset button for the nervous system. It's the only therapy with a throttle. We don't waste time riding longer. We buy more of it. Every extra mile is a receipt that says, I chose to be awake today. Be honest. How many times have you said, I'll be home in 20 minutes, and showed up 2 hours later because you found a better road? Share your longest shortcut story in the comments. You're among friends here. End line. The long way is the only way. Number 1, talking about our bikes like they're lovers. She's running rough today. She treated me well on that ride. To outsiders, it sounds ridiculous. Why do you call it she? It's just metal. Riders know it's more than metal. A bike talks. Not with words, but with feel. A new buzz in 3rd gear might be a chain asking for lube. A sweet smell could be coolant, whispering for attention. A soft front lever might be air in the line. A reluctant start might hint at a battery that needs love before it strands you in a gas station at midnight. We personify the machine because the relationship is intimate and immediate. Your life literally rides on bolts you tightened, parts you trusted, rubber you chose. Treat a bike like a toaster, and it will surprise you like a toaster never could. Veterans build rituals. A 60-second walk around before every ride. Tire glance, chain glance, light check. Brake lever, squeeze, mirror position, leaks under the frame. After the ride, listen to the tick of cooling metal. Sniff for anything unusual. Note the feel of the clutch. Small observations prevent big bills because the bike told you something while it was still a whisper. Call it superstition if you want. I call it respect. If you don't love your bike, it won't love you back. The harsh truth. Here's the thread that ties it all together. None of this is random. Every wave, Every backwards parking job, every hand signal, every piece of gear, every little blip at a red light, every detour through the hills. Every quiet conversation with your machine, their scars turned into habits. They're the invoices from riders who didn't do these things and paid for it with money, pain, or time they'll never get back. We look strange because strange keeps us alive. The world sees ritual. We feel reasons. If one of these clicked today, a truth slid under your skin and settled in hit-like. Share this with the rider who needs to hear it. And throw a 2 wheels down in the comments so I know you're part of the tribe. So the next time you see a biker wave at a stranger, back into a parking space, tap their helmet at speed, or suit up in the blazing heat, don't laugh. Understand, these are survival codes, written in blood, passed down like heirlooms, and if you ride, keep the code alive. Wave back. Park smart. Learn the signs. Gear up even when it's uncomfortable. Take the long way when your soul needs it. Listen to your machine when it whispers. Teach the rookies before the road teaches them harder. Riders, what's your confusing biker habit that outsiders will never get? Drop it in the comments. Let's make this the biggest biker confessions thread on YouTube. And if you're still here, hit subscribe. This isn't just a channel, it's a brotherhood. We ride to get home, and we ride to feel alive. 2 wheels down. Head up. I'll see you in the next curve. Always take the long way home.